Do you know any 3-year-olds that are criminal or national security threats to the United States? I'd like to start off asking about the case of Sophie, who was a 3-year-old. She crossed the border last year with her grandmother. They went to a legal point of entry in Texas, and this was after the president had purportedly already ended the family separation policy. Her grandmother carried guardianship documents. This is according to a PBS article. Her grandmother also had Sophie's birth certificate and her asylum request. Nevertheless, she was separated. Sophie's mother was here in the U.S. legally. For days, they had no idea where she was. Eventually, they tracked her down in Pennsylvania. I'm gonna show you on a video what happened on day 47. So if we could play the video. Chief Hastings, Sophie is not a criminal or national security threat to the United States as a 3-year-old, correct?
I don't know the background in this case, sir.
Do you know any 3-year-olds that are criminal or national security threats to the United States?
No, I don't.
Okay. Sophie's grandmother was not a national security or criminal threat to the United States, correct?
I don't know, again, I don't know the background of what her grandmother or relatives were.
According to the PBS article, it took 47 days to reunite Sophie, and eventually the mother was allowed to call Sophie one time a week, and eventually on the phone, the mother noticed that Sophie started to change, that she seemed to want to hang up quickly, and her mother was worried that Sophie had given up on seeing her family again. So I want to show you now a second video about what happens with family separations. If we play that video as well.
Mi amor, yo soy tu mami, papi, yo soy tu mami, dime, ¿verdad que tiene mi hijo? Dime, papi, yo me vine por ti, mi amor, dime, papi, papi, vete, mi amor, yo me vine por ti.
Earlier at the hearing, Congresswoman Lieu talked about the American Academy of Pediatrics statement opposing separation of children and parents at the border. She asked Chief Hastings about it. He was not familiar with it nor the research. So I'm going to ask Commander White about this statement. The AAP says that separating children from their parents contradicts everything we stand for as pediatricians, protecting and promoting children's health. In fact, highly stressful experiences like family separation can cause irreparable harm, disrupting a child's brain architecture and affecting his or her short-term and long-term health. This type of prolonged exposure to serious stress, known as toxic stress, can carry lifelong consequences for children. Are you familiar with that statement?
I am familiar with that statement. I agree with it. It reflects accepted scientific fact. The images you have shown are consistent with what we would expect to see in children in that age group who've experienced family separation and speak to the potential harms that its separation inflicts on children.
Thank you very much.